So just a reminder, the silent auction items are still open. It'll be closing at 7, so make your way over there when you can. Okay, so next, you may know him as your drive time KJR sports radio host, or as a longtime voice of our Seattle Storm. We know him as one of our celebrated Husky band alumni. Ladies and gentlemen, our master of ceremonies, Dick Fane.
Thanks, Lewis. Good to be back. Good to be back. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight, and it just continues right now because our next presenter comes to Montlake after leading the Arizona Wildcats to an incredible turnaround in his 3 seasons in Tucson, taking over a winless program in 2020. He culminated the rebound with a 10-3 finish last season, a win over Oklahoma in the Alamo Bowl, and the 11th ranked finish in the AP poll. His offense, one of the best in the nation, averaging over 36 points per game and nearly 450 yards per game. Prior to his stay in Tucson, he coached for 7 different NFL teams, including the Seahawks, and 5 other collegiate teams, including powerhouses, Michigan, Florida, and Miami. In 7 short months since he has been here, he has completely rebuilt the Husky roster with the 11th ranked transfer class in 2024, the 19th ranked incoming freshman class of 2025. I texted Pat Shun the other day. I said, I'm going to introduce this guy. What do you have to say about this guy? And Pat said this, quote, he has attacked the reboot of the UW football program with meaningful results in just a few short months, building a 2024 team, recruiting a 2025 class that is climbing in the rankings, and laying down the foundation that will take our program to the highest levels of college football once again, end quote. Ladies and gentlemen, the new head coach of the Dogs, Jedd Fisch.
Appreciate that. Thank you for that introduction. And it's always a pleasure to be around band members, band supporters, because they're the best fans. No question about it. I've done this now this is my 4th year of being a head coach and being able to speak at different events that have to do with the band. And by far, best energy, best crowds, best fans, and best spirit. So I appreciate all of you for that. You know, I was in pro football for 14 years, and most of my friends are still in pro football. And when I left the Patriots to come here, or to go to Arizona, prior to coming here, a lot of my friends asked me, why would you do that? Why would you leave the NFL? And why do you want to get back into college? And my answer is always a very simple one word: pageantry. The pageantry of college sports, the pageantry of college football, the energy and the excitement of a Saturday is unmatched. You can't even come close to it in pro football. And it's because of the band. It's because of the cheerleaders. It's because of the spirit squads. It's because of the student section. That's really, in my mind, what has made college football the greatest sport in America. And it's because of this group that allows the success of those groups. So I thank you for that and appreciate all of you. I also would say this, that we are really excited about all of the transition that has occurred here in the past 7 months. We love the fact that we're here. We are thrilled that we got this opportunity, okay? And we're very grateful that Troy chose myself, my family, and the 23 staff members that I was able to bring with me from Tucson, and their families. When you count it all up, we moved about 94 people from Tucson to Seattle. And that's 7 players, then it's 87 family members, and then it's an additional, we probably would say another 11 or 12 committed players that we had in Tucson that flipped over to us. So when it's all said and done, it was about 106. And we're so grateful that Washington chose us. We think that this is the greatest place on earth to coach. We believe that the greatest setting is real. We believe that we've got some work to do to match the success of last year, the year before. That was the oldest team in college football. That team had 13 players in the NFL currently. That team, was recruited by 3 head coaches ago to build and create something extremely special. But in the end, what it's all about is can we do that? Can we build it back up to where it was? And then can we sustain it for a long period of time? And that's the one thing that has been missing here is that sustained success, coach to coach to coach to coach. And that's going to be our goal. Our goal is to have that type of run, to have that type of success, and to win championships. I've said this, I really do believe we're going to win a national championship in the near future. To do that, you're going to have to, and everybody's going to have to commit more, do things different than they've ever been done before, because college football has changed. But the one thing that hasn't changed is on Saturday, if you went to school at the University of Washington at any point in your life, you are going to be tuned in and you're going to be excited about the game of football. And that's what we love, that we have thousands upon thousands upon thousands of alumni that can't wait to see the score and can't wait to participate in water cooler talks about their team. And we are so proud that we could represent all of you. We appreciate the band, and we appreciate you allowing the band to travel with us as often as they can. We don't want to play games without the band. We certainly don't want to play bowl games without the band. We certainly don't want to play conference championship games without the band. And I know that it's all of your support that allows us to do that. So together, we'll win championships. And together, we'll form an incredible partnership where we will sing that fight song at the end of every game, loud and proud, after a lot of wins. So thank you all very much. And I'll take whatever questions you all might have here. So if anyone has any questions, we'll take some questions before I have to head back to meetings.
Lewis, I got one. Okay, right here, Rob. First check.
Welcome. Of all the places you've coached, what's different about the University of Washington so far that you've experienced?
I've coached at 5, 6 colleges, I think. I'll take pro football out of the equation because it's just such a different world. But, I believe that there's a belief system here of a championship culture. And that there's a belief that we're expected to play at the highest level. It's certainly the most comparable to Michigan of anywhere that I've coached. And with that, there has to be that same standard and expectation of everybody in the community to be Michigan, and then to beat Michigan. But academically, you're talking about 2 of the best academic schools in the entire Big Ten. Athletically, all the sports, you're talking about 2 of the best all sports in all the Big Ten. And, for my dollar, the best band in all of the Big Ten.
Coach?
Yes.
Well, welcome. Ready for curveball?
Sure.
Sorry, Dick, but I listen to a lot of Sirius XM, and Childers and Neuheisel tell this crazy story about you and spring break and a certain trial. I want to know if it's true and if you'd share it with everybody.
Well, anyone that's listened to Sirius Radio has heard Neuheisel tell this story at least twice a year for at least 4 years. So we're at least, this story's been told 8 times. I did make it out to the O.J. Simpson case when I was in college. I did sneak my way into the courtroom. I did spend time behind both the defense table and the prosecutor's table, depending on who noticed me last. And it was quite a moment in history when I was a sophomore in college at the University of Florida, and called my dad up and said, "Hey, Dad, I'm flying to LA. I know no one there, and I'm going there so I can sneak into the OJ trial."
All right, Coach, we've got time for one more question.
Sure.
It's coming from our drum major, Bridger Burke.
Hi, my name is Bridger. I'm one of the drum majors in the Husky Marching Band. Longtime fan, first-time caller. The band would love to know, what is your favorite instrument?
What is my favorite instrument?
Choose wisely.
Well, the only way I can answer that question is I played one instrument for 6 months in 4th grade. And it was the trumpet. I appreciate all of you, and thanks so much for all of your support.
Thank you very much, Coach. And before you go,